Hi, beautiful. Welcome to the Bumblebee Beauties. I am so thrilled you are on our unit, and I am here to open up possibilities for what you may do, what you can do with Mary Kay, and individually what we'll do on the phone is go through what you want in your dreams. But what I want to present to you right now is something to open possibilities. So when I first joined Mary Kay, so you know a little bit about my understanding of Mary Kay and where I came from. I came from a teaching background. I was an English professor for 14 years before I ever heard of Mary Kay. I hardly washed my face. When I did, it ended up being with like Dial, SpongeBob soap. I looked older 10 years ago than I do today. And there's so much growth that's happened to me over the last 6 years. I've been a director for 3 years at the time this video was made, and earned my second free car, and we're now on our third. And that was a phenomenal experience. So I'm going to share with you how you can get your free car, okay? So what I want to go through is a little bit of this, which is the career path. I want to talk about our mission. I want to talk about a packet of information that will be coming to you in the mail in a cute little bumblebee bag, and it'll look like this. And then I'll direct you from there, and we can make choices together as a team. So here's the scenario. You just joined the Bumblebee Beauties unit, okay? And I may be your recruiter, or you may have another recruiter. And so in that case, you have a tripod. You have kind of a trifecta, if you will, of power. So together we are strong. Individually, it's hard sometimes when we fall. And so you never are alone in Mary Kay. It's your own business, but you are never alone. And so one of the first things I want to encourage you is to reach out if ever you will be. You will hit obstacles, especially if you're on to big things. You will hit those obstacles fast, and I can promise you that. So I don't know why, but I can promise you that if you are playing big, you're going to hit those obstacles fast. I have a theory, actually. I kind of do know why. It means you hit the things that you need to hit so that you can provide that knowledge and that experience for other people. If you don't hit those, you can't provide that experience and you can't provide that knowledge. So if just possibly if you were able to look at obstacles as opportunities, or look at obstacles as they're supposed to be there because you need it so you can share it with somebody else, then you will always be on the right track and nothing will steer you away from that track. But when something does, I want you to pick up the phone. Call me. Because I can transform a moment. We'll have a little pity party. We'll have like a 3-minute pity party, okay? And then we'll get over it and move on. So that's something that's really important to me. If you reach out to me, oh my gosh, if you reach out to me, there's so much we can do together. But without that, there's no way of me knowing. And what's great about having your own business, well, it's double-edged sword, isn't it? What's great about having your own business is that you don't have to answer to anybody, because I'm not your boss. For one, I'm your coach. I'm your business coach. So, but in that capacity, I can do so much more if you communicate with me, of course. And the more you communicate with me, the more we'll work together, and the more faster you'll go up, more than likely. It doesn't mean you can't do it without me. That's the great thing. Okay, the double-edged sword of owning your own business is also you can put it aside and you can push it aside. Don't do that. Treat yourself like a boss. Treat your business like a business, and it will pay you like a business, and it will pay you with things that your own business you could never expect. Honestly, I've been with Mary Kay for 6 years total. And I have grown. I don't even recognize the person that I was. For me, that's a good thing because I was shy. I didn't know how to take care of my skin. I didn't really understand or want to understand people. I had become very cynical. I had worked in a profession where I'd worked my whole life to get there. And what was interesting about that was I had worked my whole life to get somewhere where it made me cynical. Sad. So this is opportunity. These are possibilities. This is not necessarily what you may want out of Mary Kay, but I'm going to share with you where we're at as a unit. And this may be very different from you. What's great about Mary Kay is everything is a choice. Everything. And you can do as much as you want or as little as you want. And the only thing that I'm here for is to support what you want. So, beautiful thing, isn't it? All right. So this comes in your kit. So you're going to pull this out. Oops. Hold on. I have to get used to where I'm sitting in this whole video. Okay. This is a special thing because it says it's steps to success. It's actually kind of a layout of the career path. And what I want to do, at the time this video was made, this is the suit color of the directors. And that changes, could maybe every year, but not always every year. So this is me right here, right? Right here. Okay, right here. I am a director. That means that I have accomplished quite a bit in Mary Kay. Where I want to be is, oops, other side, here. I want to be a national sales director. Here's why. I am on a mission. I am on a mission to transform women's perspective of themselves in the mirror and therefore everything they touch, everything they affect in life. I believe truly that if women are confident, we have the power to do anything on this planet. It can be amazing what a sisterhood of women coming together on a mission can do. And that's what I'm here for. I'm not fooling around. I want to change the world. The second part of that is I believe we have the best business opportunity out there. There's nothing like our 50% that you earn on sales. There's no other company that gives you the flexibility and the choice that Mary Kay does. The potential for growth is one-on-one, face-to-face, and with women in the mirror on something that she will spend money on no matter what, washes down the drain every day, and I get the privilege of leading other women. So the reason I want to be up here is because I want to lead thousands of women who lead thousands of women. I can't do it by myself. There's no way I can have the impact I want to have on the world if it's just me. And so even when I was teaching, I was a teacher of teachers. That's how I thought of myself. So here, I am a leader of leaders, and welcome, because if you want to be a leader in Mary Kay, you are in the right place. All right, so this is where you're at right now. You are a beauty consultant. And what's brilliant is that at the first team member you add, okay, and so remember, when you were first informed of the Mary Kay opportunity, you learned that there's the sales of Mary Kay, 50%, and then the career path. And that's where you earn a commission. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about right now. The sales at 50% will always be 50%. The career path, that is where you can learn just gobs through commissions. Also, it's where you affect change in others' lives on a dramatic level, right? Because you're affecting their career, their income, their family, that you're leading, and so on and so forth. So you're a beauty consultant. When you add one teammate, you become a senior beauty consultant, and you get 4% commission on whatever she purchases from the company. So let's say she put in an order that month for $1,000. She did a couple of parties. She invested some inventory. However she got that $1,000 in, that's $40 for you. My first check was $7.62, and I was happy because it was a free check in the mail. I am here to help you build your team, so I'm doing most of that work until you get to a higher level red jacket. To get to your red jacket, you just need three teammates. Count them with me. One, two, three. Okay, you're going to, in your list of people, because the first thing that you want to do is make that list of people. I already talked to you about that. Get at least 50 down if you can. And then pick out the three that you want to work with, but pick out like 10. Pick out 10 people you want to work with, and I'll coach you through getting you into your red jacket within that first couple of weeks, okay? That's where you want to be first. As a red jacket with 5 people on your team, you can actually start earning your free car. The beautiful thing about this ladies, you can earn your free car. They pay 85% of your insurance. You're driving a trophy. You have a career car. And that's what you start at 5 people. You also earn 9 to 13% commission. I'll show you how to do the 13%. So if every person on your team, when you're at 5 people, brought in $1,000, just like that first one did, that would be $660 extra a month that you didn't have before. And so somewhere between like 600 and 900 is where in the red jacket, you're bringing home an extra on top of everything else. That is doable within the first month, let me tell you. Okay. And then at 24 people, you're going to rise up to director. And that's where I'm at. And as a national, sorry, it's so backwards when you're looking at the camera. The national sales director, she has 20, okay, in different levels, but 20 of me. And that's what I'm looking for. I am looking for my next leaders. I am looking for my next car drivers. We are moving into our pink Cadillac. We are moving as a unit. We are growing. We are growing together, and we have exciting, really powerful things going on. So I will talk to you about that. Okay, welcome back. That's my cat that was over there, and I had to get him out. And so welcome to my home. So you're going to get in the mail, or if I sit in front of you, one of these. And I had to adjust so you could kind of see. You're going to get this packet. Here's what's in it. Bottom line, okay? Because you can read, and I can talk you through this, but you can read, okay? This is really important. This talks about who I am, who our interaction is, and our attitude, which is the most important thing. So there are also challenges. First challenge, 30 faces, but I'm going to say it in a better way. There are scripts, okay? So that you don't have to ask somebody to just do a Mary Kay party for you. You can actually go through a script that really does work. And on the other side, this is a reference. This reference right here shows my website and In Touch. It shows 2 of the first things that you want to do. So I told you make a list of 50 people. I wanted you earlier in the video to create at least 10 people that you wanted to share the business opportunity with. I'll walk through all of that with you, and I'll help you and coach you with it, depending on what you want from this business and where you want to be on the career path. But your first goal is a red jacket, okay? And so sharing with people, you're going to get awarded prizes like what's called the Pearls of Sharing. In Touch, the www.nowapplications.marykayintouch.com was sent to you when you got your email as a consultant. My website is something totally different, and right now that is albankston.unitwise.com. It's right here. So go check it out and go check out First Steps. Right now you're doing the very first steps. Okay. So my way of saying the power start, or my way of saying your first challenge in the company, is to actually book and hold parties now, like as soon as possible, like 2 days after you join if possible. Okay, so Mary Kay used to say, book 8 parties to hold 5. All right, I want you to see what would happen. So I want you to have 5 parties immediately. Think about who you can really ask, because you can create 5 parties of 5 people. You could do that in 1 week. That would be almost a power start, almost 30 faces, and you're done. Watch what happens. I think you can see this. All right, let's see. Let's say this is, each one of these is a party, right? And that's a hostess. Okay, so on the sales side, you know that each party is worth at least $300. That's kind of the company average. That's what you're going to get. That's Mary Kay math. So that's what we're using, okay? But your goal with each party is actually to have 2 bookings off of that. So if you have 5 parties and you book, and let's say that's your first week, right? Okay, I'm thinking big here, okay? I'm opening possibilities. This is not for everyone, but I'm opening possibilities. You have 5 parties in that first week. You have 2 bookings off each one of those. That's an additional 10 parties in the next 2 weeks. In 1 month, that's 15 parties, $4,500 in retail sales. That is approximately, wait, did I calculate that right? If 1 in 5 people you share the business opportunity with, 1 in 5 women will join. Okay, so if you share the business opportunity with all of those women, okay, all 15 parties, you're looking at 15 new teammates. Okay, are you seeing what's possible? You can get into your car in the first month. You can get into your red jacket as a team leader and start earning that free car right away, if you so choose. Whatever my challenge is, to book 5 parties first. If we say with Mary Kay, if you have 10 parties on your books, you have a legit business, if that makes sense. Because it's the bookings on your party. I mean, it's the parties on your books, not necessarily what you make off of each party. It's that consistency and that longevity that really keeps you going. Okay, so that's your goal. Your bookings from parties, right? And then sharing the opportunity. Again, we have those 2 sides, so the sales and the career path. Okay, this is a little breakdown of what a power starter, what 30 faces in 30 days can actually do for you. I think this one looks really good too, so I'll let you take that. Okay. You may have seen me do a party. You may go to my website and find an example of an awesome party that doesn't take that long to watch. Your recruiter may have done a party for you, and so some of this may look a little different. Some of it may be similar, but bottom line is this. You're going to hear about in the next video that I send you, you're going to hear about inventory. Okay, obviously, when you open a store, you want product in your store, right? You would never open a 7-Eleven and not have any products because people go there for convenience. Okay, but I need you to be clear on one thing, that inventory is a choice. It is an option. It is not a requirement. Okay, I am going to coach you on the best way that is for you, because you are an individual and you will work a certain number of hours, or you have a certain number of hours to work. You want different things than the next person, so we will talk about that. But here is what I propose. No matter what, we can get you here. Oops. Here. This right here. It's called the Queen Bee Demo Roll-Up Bag. Everyone needs one. This is when you sell stuff. It's when you have the right things to demo. There are tools in this packet that you just don't want to lose, and you want to start using them immediately. So this is a list of things. Before you place your first order, and the video after this will show you this, but don't place an order without me, because I'm going to help you get the things that you need. And if we talk it out, no matter what your resources are, because I'm telling you, nobody has ever, well, okay, I'm not going to say nobody's ever, but really, do people start a business with the money they have in their checking account? Usually not, okay? So there are ways to get money, but this is what you ultimately need to make the most money. So that's what I'm here to show you, and then you make choices from there. Okay. So I'll explain this too in a little bit more detail. There is a little bit of information about what active status means and inactive status, which is important. But if you're selling at all, you won't have problems staying active. But you always have a choice of whether or not to stay active, and you can always reactivate. And this is the wonderful thing. When you are done watching the video that follows this, then you will look at this sheet and go, oh, that makes sense, okay? So these two for the next video. In here, you also will have organizational tools. I have so many awesome organizational tools, but this is probably one of my favorite. And it is literally a breakdown of your day and the things that you should be focused on rather than organizing your shelves. Which happens when we procrastinate, doesn't it? Okay. These you can put in your trays, okay? You can put in your mirror little slots, and you can put the plastic tray on the top. This is what I use for my class. It's called the Fabulous Game. Oops. And a closing sheet. And I will go over this with you, but I want you to have it so you can make photocopies and use it right away if you so choose. See, encouraging you to get on the bus really fast. Seriously, if you are excited, you will ride that bike, and you will ride the bike with so much more ease because you're excited, rather than getting frustrated at the beginning. So do as much activity as you possibly can when you're excited. That's what creates power. It's what creates momentum and ultimately gets us where we want to be, right? So challenge, if you're a challenge person, here's another challenge, and I give you two, okay? So there's one that's for satin hands, and there is one that's to make $700, which is the minimum for our lovely, I almost dropped the entire computer. Oh, you guys got to see that. Whew. So our queen bee demo bag, okay? So no matter what, there is a way to start with proficiency, with focus. No matter what your resources are, I am here to be your support system. I am here to provide any resources you need, answer any questions, be a communique for what you truly want out of this business. And you know what? That may change from day to day. It may be like you didn't want a lot, and then all of a sudden you want a lot because you got excited. It may be that you start out and you want a lot, and it changes because, oh my gosh, this is happening, whatever. But the more you communicate with me, I stress that over and over again, I will always see your bigger self. There is nothing that I am expecting of you, and that's the beauty of your own business. However, I am always going to see the very best in you and what you could be and what you could do, because that is my role, that is my position in this company, and that is my role in life. I have committed to myself to be someone who is able to see who you can be rather than who you are in your situation right now. Right? We all have situations. We're either going into a situation, coming out of a situation, or we're in a situation. So, right? So what if you can just not be your situation and be the very best you can possibly be? The Bumblebee Beauties unit got created on the philosophy of Mary Kay's mascot, the Bumblebee. The Bumblebee has tiny little wings. I'll show you a little bag. It's hard to kind of see, but see, Bumblebee has tiny little wings compared to its body. It's really aerodynamically not supposed to fly, but it does it anyway because it believes it can. I believe you can. I know you've got what it takes to do whatever you want with this business, so go get it and use me along the way. This next video will show you what some of your options are to start your business. So you'll want to pull, I keep going on the wrong side. So you'll want to pull this out. You'll want to pull the Ready, Set, Sell right out of your kit, okay? If you do not yet have your kit, that is okay, because you can actually pull it up on InTouch, but it will be, the information will be self-explanatory, and you get your kit within like days. So that's what's so exciting. I cannot wait to work with you. Welcome to our unit. Have a fabulous day. Make it powerful.